Yo. Yo. Yo, he is here. Let's go. Turn this on. I might as well turn this on. I might as well turn that on. What is good? Yo. MBQ, Scorpio, Pizza Almighty, Vale, Great Sun, let's go. I guess I still have this up. I haven't fucking taken it down yet. We out here. What is good? Yo, chat, I have not read the spoilers. Deadass, I have not read the spoilers, y'all. Am I in for peak? Also, you guys remember last time I was live, I was talking about how this LED's tripping. It's still tripping. I don't know what's going on with it. But what's going on? Yo, Random left this with the 5. Let's go. Shouts out to my boy. I need a hoodie, chat. Where's my hoodie at? What's good? Brinks. Enjoy the chapter, guys. I have to go to school. Damn, L. What continent do you live in, my boy? What the hell? Yo, what's good, Sarthak? What's good, bro? Red Star. What's up? I need to throw a hoodie on. Cause your boy feeling weird. Why is this light turning off, bro? Alright. Chat, we're rocking the 1 LED. What's good, everybody? Yo, chat, should I be expecting peak? To those of you that read the chapter, I need that rating 1 out of 10. Give me that rating 1 out of 10. Am I entering peak? I read one detail, and I'm not going to say what it is until I finish the chapter. I read one detail, 5 out of 10. Yo, what's good, Elsa? I have to submit my 100-page assignment tomorrow, which will decide my life. Yo, see, that's a problem with like most schools and like education systems. Your whole life should not fucking depend on one assignment or one paper. Like, bro, it's not very fair. Imagine not liking the video already. Like fast or get Luciad. Yo, shouts out to my boy King J. But also, chat, we gotta give a bigger shout out. The biggest shout out today to Young Smokey, like the stream and see greatness of Wuma D Go. Chat with the hundo. With the hundo. Bro, Young Smokey, you are forever immortalized as the GOAT of this fucking chat. You too, Random Leftist, thank you. But Young Smokey just going crazy. Like, why do you find it within yourself to do things like that before the stream has even started, let alone doing them at all, bro? Young Smokey, the absolute fucking legend, bro. And I just realized it's too warm now. Chat, either I'm a little too chilly or I'm a little too warm. Buggy arrives to Egghead. Hey, I swear to that better be fake. Chat, tell me this man is lying, bro. Tell me this man is lying. I swear to God, bro. If you're dead ass right now, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh no, he didn't delete the message. Wait, was it? No. MBQ, you better be, bro. That better be cap. I swear to God. If that happens, I'm gonna beat your ass, bro. What's good, Dark Star? He's capping or he's not capping? Which one is it? You know what? Let me just read the chapter before he says anything else. Alright, chat, are y'all ready to get into this peak? Are y'all ready to get into this peak? I swear, like, the past few months, it's just felt like we've had, like, no fucking progress. Because I guess, like, some of, like, the Kuma flashback feels, you know, a little slow in a way. And then the breaks, like, it almost feels like the story came to a standstill. Am I the only one that feels that way? Like, when you look at One Piece, like, the past 1 month or, like, 2 months, doesn't it feel like it's kind of, like, at a standstill? Like, I get, like, we're reaching the climax because Kuma's on the island now, and obviously he's gonna have that interaction with Saturn, but, like, it just felt like everything paused. My stream's hella lagging, so I don't know if you said what's up. Yo, Drac was good, bro. Yo, guys, are we lagging or no? Does anyone know if we're lagging? Chapter so fucking fire. Yo, you're getting me hyped to read this. Wong Woki, bro. Alright, you guys are saying no lag. Alright, guys, chapter 1104. Thank you, Daddy. So I guess this is more like stuff for Bonnie and Kuma. Yo, what am I about to read? Bro, bro, from the very beginning, bro. I'm talking like the very, very beginning of Egghead. I'm talking before we saw Stella, right? Chat, you guys know we were going live talking about how this arc is gonna be Ohara 2.0, right? Vegapunk is gonna have a space theme. Kizaru's gonna come to the island. Kuma's gonna come to the island, and then this island was gonna be destroyed. You guys remember that? Those were our biggest things. You guys could even go back to the old videos I was putting out when Egghead first started. Those were our biggest agendas, especially Egghead being destroyed. Like, especially like watching the arc unfold and seeing so many references to Ohara. Like, that is Oda's way of saying that this is Ohara 2.0. And the entire reason that Ohara was destroyed in the first place was for researching taboo subjects, which is exactly what Vegapunk did behind the world government's back. So, I don't know. I don't know, Chad. Like, I feel like 90% of this arc was pretty much like it was already there. It was already there. Here, let me get you the link. There you go, Drake. There you go, bro. I forgot to pin this message. Yo, guys, make sure you guys like the stream. It won't let me pin that message. Yo, mods, do you guys have perms to pin messages? Oh, now I do. Yo, shout out to Smokey with the 20. Yo, he's not even gonna let me read the first page. He said I'm coming through with another bomb. Kuma's too goated. He told Oda to slow down and take some breaks. He said you're putting the readers do. I think he meant through too much. My damn. Wait. He said you're putting the readers do too much. My damn girl got R-worded. My child abused. My dad got shot in the head. Kuma made Oda give him greatness. Yeah, yo. You know, when you really think about it, everything Kuma's went through is completely traumatic. Like, Smokey, this man, as you said, his mom had a horrible thing happen to her. This man's dad got shot in the damn head for a religion. Disgusting, bro. Is the TCB even out? Thank you so much, bro. Young Smokey, you really are one Woki, bro. You really are one Woki. Alright, let's do the TCB for now. Alright, guys. And of course, Young Smokey, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much for the not only the 20, bro, but the hundo. Yo, what's good, One Pizza? What's good, Chris? Alright, first page. First page. A punch full of feelings, okay? Is he gonna actually land this punch? You're the Buccaneer brat. Yeah, okay. So flashback. Yeah, I figured this was inevitable. You know, when Kuma's about to finally attack Saturn, he has this moment of recollection of when he was a kid. Like, I think people, like, most people probably saw that coming from a mile away, right? Like, as time went on, more and more people began to believe that Kuma was coming to Egghead. So, like, when we first saw the flashback of Kuma on God Valley with Saturn, it's like, okay, Oda's throwing this in the story now in this God Valley flashback, this Kuma flashback. That way he could circle back to it in the future. And I guess that's where we're at now. Yes, or no, you can either live as a slave or die. Nothing else can be tolerated from someone of your ilk. Mommy passed away. She's in a better place now. I'm just so happy. Kumachi, sorry, but I'm at death's door. Okay, so we're going through like a speed run of his life. Bonnie. Vegapunk, what is the meaning of this? How can Kuma still be alive? I made use of our contingency plan a few days after the Revolutionary Army took him. I triggered his self-destruct mechanism. What? Wait, who triggered it? Who is that? Who said that? Chat, is that Saturn saying that? I triggered his self-destruct mechanism. That's a sick panel. Holy shit. Yo, look at Kuma. Bro, I would hate to be on the defensive side of that punch right there. Saturn said it? I bet. Chat's goated. Oh, right in the face. Okay, okay. Bam. Oh, that, yo, this is an insane double page. Holy shit. Yo, chat, does this not give you vibes of like a Luffy punch, bro? When Luffy finally finds the big bad of the arc and like he gets that first big punch right across the face. Yo, that's the vibes I'm getting right now. Damn. This is a sick double page. And like Kuma and Saturn are like the same height right now. Huh. Saint Saturn! Through multiple buildings. He got punched through multiple buildings. His fucking wannabe spider. The town, what's going on? Did Kuma do that? And shout out to Young Smokey with the 10. Wong Woki, bro, I salute you. Wong Woki, bro, I salute you for life, bro. Thank you. Admiral stock's going down. Oh, trust me, we're gonna talk about that. Shout out to Smokey. He said Saturn pushed the button and it didn't work. What a massive L. Yeah, because that's, you know, that's interesting that you say that, because I figured, like, after the first time we heard about a, you know, a self-destruct mechanism, I figured it would be Kuma to use it, right? I was seeing a scenario where Kuma hits the self-destruct mechanism, pretty much like ending his life, like closing the chapter of his life, to not only save Bonnie, but to save like Luffy and Nika. So it's kind of interesting that like Saturn tried to trigger it. Like maybe it still happens, Young Smokey. Like maybe Saturn tries to trigger the self-destruct mechanism. It doesn't work, but then Kuma uses it himself and it does work, and like that's the finale, like that's the conclusion of his character arc. But appreciate it, Young Smokey. Appreciate you, bro. Young Goaty. He just punched one of the 5 elders. He attacked one of the world's greatest overseers. Yeah, like this is way bigger than Sabaody, because Sabaody was punching Saint Charlos. Kuma has now began a fight with a Gorosei member, punching him across the face like that. Like what Kuma did just surpassed what Luffy did, and I guess it's like part of the reason. Well, I mean, there's many reasons why Oda drew the punch on Saturn like this, but I definitely think he wanted to give the readers and give the audience the vibe of what happened at Sabaody. You know, like when you see Kuma pulling back his fist, landing this punch, it's some Sabaody vibes. Go help Saint Saturn at once. He's under the rubble. For someone of his status to be struck by a slave, this is unprecedented. Yo, Kuma's literally gonna go down in history, chat. I also thought Kuma would trigger the button himself too. Your scenario is very viable still. I've been trying to tell people the admirals are on the level of the warlord. Okay, I don't know if I would say that they're on the level of the warlords, but that's pretty funny. I mean, I don't know. I can't really scale warlords because I feel like the differences, like, you know, the gaps between warlords, you know, say the highest warlord to the lowest warlord, I feel like the gaps are like way too big for me to, you know, have a warlord level. And if I had a warlord level, it would be a very wide level, you know. But the admirals, it's very much narrow. He's one of the strongest good guys in the story. Oh, Kuma? Bro, I still think like if Kuma was like 100% human and like not destroyed and shit like that, and he still had his brain and his fruit and everything, this man would probably be like top 10. Would you guys agree? If Kuma was 100% human, 100% brain, no injuries, complete autonomy, wouldn't he be like top 10? Because who else would be in the top 10? You could argue, fine, the 4 Yonkos, the 3 admirals and fleet admiral. That's 8 people already. And like, who knows? Like, Kuma could be like full-fledged Kuma. He could probably hang with the admirals. He full-fledged Kuma, like 100% human, 100% brain. You know, in a different universe, he could probably hang with admirals. Yo, okay, you gotta make a theory about that. He's one of the 3 founders of the Revs. I just think like his actual like defense, offense, agility and stuff like that is so sky high along with his fruit. You know, I feel like that's like the biggest push towards his power. Cause like I get he's like one of the founding fathers or whatever, but you know, I like to look at the things on paper. Alright, let me see. Hey, we can move again. Bonnie-chan, are you hurt? This is our chance. Get Bonnie to the upper levels. Escaping the island is our only objective. Oh my, yo, chat, it just hit me. Guys, it just fucking hit me. I am watching Kuma on Egghead. I am watching Kuma on Egghead talking to fucking Vegapunk. Frankie's there. Is that Atlas and Bonnie? Bro, Kuma is here. For those of you that don't understand the journey, us on this channel were arguing Kuma coming to Egghead when nobody believed it, when nobody agreed, when everyone was trying to debate against it. And if you don't believe me, ask the chat. Chat, am I lying? Were we not arguing for Kuma coming to Egghead and having to debate that shit all the time? So just to see Kuma here right now is like sweet victory, bro. Sweet victory. I remember, and like especially, you guys remember the chapter where Kuma's flying through the air and he hit the red line? You guys remember that? Oh my lord, that was the lowest point of Kuma coming to Egghead, because when that happened, everyone was like, see, he's going to Marijois. But bro, this was meant to happen. What we're reading was meant to happen. The signs were there. What is the meaning of this? That's a good question. The truth is, I didn't install a traditional self-destruct mechanism. Oh, he never made one. Oh shit. Yo, I was not expecting him to say that. He never made a fucking... Wait, so... Wait. When he says he never made a self-destruct mechanism, did he create like a button, but like the button doesn't do anything? Because clearly Saturn said he triggered it, or he tried to trigger it. I triggered his self-destruct mechanism. And then Vegapunk said he never installed one. Maybe it's like a fake button. Hear me out. If Vegapunk hadn't removed the bomb, then Dragon with this whole Rev army would have died in one shot. Every week Dragon keeps on becoming hilariously black. Yo, Jay, you need to be careful. The Dragon Dick Riders, bro, they're gonna get on you for that, bro. They're gonna talk about how when the final war starts, Dragon is gonna prove you wrong. At the end of the story, 1600 chapters in, he's gonna prove you wrong and you're a hater. I couldn't bear the idea of making you into a bomb, knowing how those bastards would take full advantage of that, but I still kept my word. I just used a different kind of failsafe. And he activated it. I programmed it to shut your body down completely. Between that and the loss of your individuality, you should be nothing but a vegetable now, incapable of receiving orders. Well, how is he grabbing and hugging Bonnie then? Even accounting for Bonnie's presence here, you shouldn't have been able to reach us. So how are you still moving? This almost seems like beyond science. It can't be what I'm thinking, can it? The Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic beyond their strong bodies after all. Your people once what? Don't leave me at the cliffhanger. Bro, I'm getting blue balled. Your people once what? Oh, duh. To be continued, head ass. Wait. So is Oda gonna pull out a trump card where it's like the Buccaneers had a special characteristic of coming back to life and going to their daughter? Oh, what's gonna be the characteristic, bro? The Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic beyond their strong bodies after all. Your people once. Maybe he's implying, yo, Jay, what's the chance that he's implying Nika or Joy Boy was a Buccaneer? And like, they, after all, your people once returned after dying. Or some shit like that. Maybe like Kuma's like figuratively dead. And like, that's why he's able to continue going to Egghead. Oh my, yo, Oda, why are you blue balling us like this, bro? Chat, what the fuck? Shout out to Young Smokey with another 20 bomb, bro. Going crazy out here. Is Dragon still looking east? If anything, he is consistent about that. Yo, that would be so funny, bro. That would be so funny if we got like chapter 1104, 1105, and Dragon's looking to the east right now. Bro, that'd be funny as hell, because it's like, wait, I thought like that had something to do with your son, bro, and your family. Why are you still looking to the left, bro? And shout out to Young Smokey with the 20 again, bro. Thank you so much, Young Smokey. Vegapunk giving us blue balls. Bro, that's the same thing with the ancient robot and the ancient energy source. Like, those plot lines have not really progressed, if you guys have noticed. Like, we saw the ancient robot's eyes like boot up, vroom, right? And like nothing's really happened from that, you know? Vegapunk and Oda, they are the ultimate blue ball warriors, bro. I call them blue ball gang. Blue ball gang. Emu, Oda, and Vegapunk. Long time no see. 2024 been real evil till now. Yo, what's good, bro? But Young Smokey, appreciate it. Thank you so much, bro. It's over, isn't it? Well, why? Okay, Kizaru, why would you be speculating that it's over? It's over as in you're gonna lose? Or is it over as in Kuma's gonna die? Kuma, where's Straw Hat? He disappeared right before we could apprehend him. There's no way we could call in such a failure. Thank you, Daddy, for everything. I saw your memories. Mommy seemed like an amazing woman. And I saw how you actually wrote me lots and lots of letters. That made me so happy. Yo, Dumpy, yo. Dumpy, you. W Kuma. W Bonnie. W Vegapunk, bro. Nah, that's so sweet. Scorpio, what's good, bro? Yo, Javi Berg. Amuni, what's good, bro? Chat, this is so fucking wholesome. If it wasn't for Kuma being so strong, if it wasn't for Vegapunk storing his memories, bro, we wouldn't even be able to have this. We wouldn't even have this panel. Bonnie talking about like she got to see her mom, bro. What? Yo, this is amazing. This is amazing. I don't care if everyone else calls you a tyrant, because I know there's no one kinder than my dad. Hug. To me, you're the coolest person in the whole wide world. I'll never forget that. Yo, W! Bro, W fucking chapter. I'm only halfway through? You mean to tell me the chapter is this good and I'm only halfway through? Bro, what? This is fucking peak 11 out of 10 chapter. Young Smokey with that 20 bomb, bro. Yo, I already think this chapter's a 9 out of 10. I need some kind of details to play with and to theorize with, right? I know we could talk a little bit about like, oh, the Buccaneers, they were once said to dot dot dot, but I want some more to speculate about. Crash Saint Saturn. Okay, Saturn's approaching. Ah, Vegapunk. I am still waiting for an explanation. Was this your doing? Yeah, Vegapunk was good, Hunt. Okay, Vegapunk. There's no way you could return to the world government now. The ties between Vegapunk and the world government, those ties have been severed. There's no repairing this. Not only do they know he went against their back to research the Void Century, but he's actively trying to help Kuma and actively trying to tear the government down and have them lose this battle. He can't go back to the world government. But I don't think Vegapunk would become a Straw Hat member either. Like, at the most, Vegapunk could be like an ally type of thing, like a temporary ally. But, chat, what do you guys think? Because, like, another option is Vegapunk gets on the Thousand Sunny. The Straw Hats go to an island like Elbaf, right? That's already housing taboo research for the Void Century. You know, they go to Elbaf, they have their whole arc there, and then they just leave Vegapunk at Elbaf. But then that raises the question, like, okay, well, like, can't the world government go to Elbaf then? Or is there going to be something that stops the world government from going to Elbaf? Vegapunk for Nakama? I don't know. That feels kind of strange. Like, it feels like a forced puzzle piece when I think about it, because I have been thinking about it for a while. I think like something like Bonnie and Vivi, you know, is a bit more reliable. He'll go back to Dragon. That would be cool. That'd be cool, actually. Vegapunk goes back to Dragon. Damn, but then even if that happened, I don't think Bonnie would go to the Revs. Because Bonnie, remember chat, Bonnie, since the very beginning of her life, said she wants to be a pirate, right? Which is exactly why she never went to the Revs. And that's exactly why she became a pirate, right? I don't think Bonnie is just going to change now and be like, yeah, actually, you know what? I want to be a Rev instead. Like, especially with this whole Nika thing, Bonnie's going to realize Luffy is Sun God Nika. And she's going to want to follow that, right? So I guess you could have a scenario where Vegapunk goes to the Revs and Bonnie goes to the Straw Hats, almost like a trade kind of thing. And shout out to Young Smokey with another 20. Bro, you're just going ham today. What the fuck? This man Young Smokey has no chill, bro. Thank you, Young Smokey. What if somehow Blackbeard gets Vegapunk and executes him after having Pudding steal his memories? You know what? I think it would be a lot more profitable that for a scenario that you know, like Blackbeard captures Vegapunk and like extorts him for resources, extorts him for technology, right? I feel like that would be a much better play for Blackbeard because, you know, he would go further up the food chain in the One Piece world having done that. You know, versus like if Blackbeard killed Vegapunk, you know, he's not really gaining from that. At least like if Blackbeard killed, say, Garp, right? Then Blackbeard could have more notorious fame for killing the hero of the Marines. But someone like Vegapunk is more of like a tactical Swiss Army knife. Like, I think he would want to manipulate Vegapunk and use Vegapunk for his own personal gain. So I want to ask you, Young Smokey, what do you think Blackbeard would get out of killing Vegapunk? Because maybe I'm overlooking something. Thank you so much, Young Smokey. I suppose it'd be fair to say that I'm ultimately responsible, but if you're a romantic, you could just as easily chalk this up to the power of love. The power of love? Yo, Vegapunk, if you don't get your ass out of here. Is Vegapunk saying he loves Kuma? That's why he didn't put the bomb in him? Vegapunk loves Kuma, so he didn't put a bomb in him. I see. As usual, to is human? What does that mean? I see. As usual, to is human. Yo, chat, what does that mean? To is human. How short-sighted. You gentlemen have outlived your usefulness. Farewell. What the? His body's regenerating. Yeah, I mean, we already saw Saturn regenerate earlier in the arc. You guys remember when Bonnie came through and stabbed Saturn? Like, the blood, you know, it was soaked back into his body and it seemed like he regenerated. To falter. Okay, thank you, Dawn of Ascension. Okay, as usual, to falter is human. How short-sighted. He's basically saying to make a mistake, to mess up, you know, to falter. That's a human characteristic. I mean, Vegapunk is human. Okay, so Vegapunk is going for a stab. Daddy, get out of the way. You've got to move. I'm not going to let you. Bro, Sanji. Bro. What am I about to read, chat? What am I about to read, bro? No way this man Sanji. No way this man Sanji jumps in and stops an attack or some shit. What am I about to see? There's no way this man Sanji. Bro. Let me see this shit. Upset Bonnie-chan anymore, you dirty old spider. No way. Sanji deflected a Gorosei attack. Chat, how do we feel about this? Sanji deflected a Gorosei attack. Not an Admiral attack. Not a Queen attack. A Gorosei attack. Saturn L, not Sanji W. I don't know that. Because even if it was Zoro, right? I would be like, yo, why is Zoro deflecting a Gorosei attack? And I guess he did deflect to Yonko. Well, did he? Was it really a deflection? Or was it really like he got partially hit and dealt with it? Redirected. I wouldn't count that as a feat. Yo, I could tell people are going to be debating this forever, bro. People are going to be debating this panel forever. Alright, I'm going to need some time to sleep on this. Sanji deflecting a Gorosei attack. Okay, you know what? I think this can be seen as impressive, but I don't think this means like Sanji over Gorosei. Like, I feel like this is that one moment in anime and manga, or like that one moment in One Piece, where like a character, like they might absorb an attack or deflect an attack, but they're not beating the person that's on the offense. I can't see Sanji beating a Gorosei member, just like how I can't really see Zoro beating a Gorosei member, at least right now. Like in current time, like 1104, if they fought a full-fledged battle, I don't really see Zoro beating a Gorosei member, let alone Sanji. So maybe this shows that Sanji is doing his thing. He can sort of hang with them, but I don't think I would jump to the conclusion that like Sanji would, you know, be close. You know? Sanji's higher than Gorosei level? Fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. Why can't Sanji move? Okay, after Kuma punched him. Yeah, but now? That's a good question. I guess Saturn's not really trying to control them. He's not really trying to eye diff people anymore. Yeah, we owe Kuma a huge debt too. Radical, my goodness, you certainly have grown a lot. Beam. No way, Frankie. What? Bro, are we gonna have the Strats fight fucking Saturn? Bro, what? Frankie hit Saturn with a radical beam. Am I seeing this correctly right now? Bro, hold on, chat, hold on. Am I like reading this correctly? Sanji deflected a Gorosei attack and Frankie landed an attack on the Gorosei. It actually pierced through his body. The laser pierces through Saturn's body. What the fuck? Yo, Frankie is Gorsey level. Let's go, bro. Frankie is Gorsey level. And shout out to Young Smokey with the 10, bro. Thank you, Young Smokey. You are the GOAT, bro. Sanji and Impressive couldn't be. All a elder would do is send his wives after Sanji, bro. You send Boa to Sanji, Sanji's folding, bro. If you grabbed Boa and sent Boa to Sanji, Sanji will fold. Damn. So what is Saturn like garbage on like attack, defense, and agility, but then he's really high in intelligence? Is he like that kind of character? Is he like that kind of you know, person? Nah, he has to be strong though. Because like I feel like Saturn, like something like regenerating, right? You don't really need like a tough iron defense if you could just fucking regenerate, right? What's the point of having like a tough iron defense if you're just gonna regenerate? So I feel like Saturn is kind of like a technical, intelligent kind of combatant kind of thing. He is a mage in an RPG. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Like in a video game, Saturn is like that one character that's like, maybe they don't have the craziest stats in the world, but like they have crazy like items and tools and like special effect items in their arsenal that makes them strong. Okay, so we see Kizaru right behind Frankie. Let's put your growth to the test. Frankie! What am I looking at? Okay, so Kizaru's like sending a kick, or he kicked Frankie. Yeah, he kicked Frankie. Okay, Saturn's standing there, got that hole in his chest on some Whitebeard shit. Vegapunk, Dad can't move. Atlas, can you carry him to our meeting point in the Labostratum? Leave it to me. Now that Kuma's joined us, wouldn't you agree there are too many players on the board? I think it's about time we wrap this up. You're a sad man, Kizaru. Have you no heart? I should have brought a darker pair of shades. I'm going to embarrass myself at this rate. The Buster Call Protocol has been authorized. By the authority of the world government, this island has been declared as a threat to the entire world. All ships take aim, reduce everything to ashes in the name of justice. Chat, we won. Chat, we won. We won. It's over. The battle is over. The battle is over. Kizaru's coming to Egghead? Check. Kuma's coming to Egghead? Check. The island will be destroyed? Check. Those were the biggest agendas 8, 9, 10 months ago. We won. We fucking won. Chat, I'm literally like 5 for 5 in Egghead. But we still need Blackbeard to do something on the island. Like, see, that's like another like plot point. That's like another plot thread that where it feels like Oda just like pushed it to the side. Like not only the ancient robot, but again like Blackbeard. Like what's up with that, bro? And Young Smokey with the 50. Young Smokey with the, what are you, bro? Young Smokey, why, bro? Where's my mouse? Yo, what the, chat, my mouse won't move. Bro, are we good? Saturn got to his mouse. Yo, are we good? Are we good? Restart, are we good? You're back, appreciate it. Yeah, I think I unplugged my so how it works, guys, is I have a USB port, right? A USB port that has like not like a port, a USB, like a, I don't know what to call it, like a device, and then I have like a bunch of USBs plugged into it, and one of them is the my Wi-Fi adapter, and the other one inside of it is my mouse, and I guess I unplugged the whole hub. It's because I have so many fucking, bro, chat, if you guys ever saw like my setup, I have like 10,000 USBs to get everything going. Like, it's crazy. Like, I should take a picture of this shit. There's so many cords, it's insane. But anyways, chat, this man Young Smokey, bro. The real question in this chapter is who hid Luffy? If you pay attention, our captain disappeared, this and Vegapunk Buck statement are next agendas. Huh. So, are you trying to connect the two? Are you... Oh wait, I want to read these last two. A trader who studied the taboo secrets of the world, a survivor of a bloodline that should be extinct, and a pirate who awakened the power of that ancient god. This island has been completely infested. Exactly. See, it just never really made sense that the idea that the world government wouldn't want to erase and destroy Egghead, because like at the end of the day, their biggest issue is Void Century knowledge, right? And we knew early on that Vegapunk was researching the Void Century and going behind the back of the world government to do so. So naturally, you would want to target Egghead, and we know this to be sound. Like, this is sound and logical, because the same case was said for Ohara. The only reason they destroyed Ohara was because of what, chat? Taboo knowledge. The thing is like, I wasn't necessarily sure if it would be a Buster Call. You know, so it's increasingly more evident that Oda Oda created Ohara to prepare us for this arc. It's becoming extremely clear. Like, just given the fact it's also a Buster Call, along with all the other like mundane parallels between the two, you know, events. But Young Smokey, appreciate it. I want to look at what you said, because Young Smokey came through with the 50 bomb, chat. He said that Luffy disappeared around the time Vegapunk was talking about people's bodies or buccaneers. So, do we even see Luffy's body at the beginning of this chapter? Or like the end of last chapter? Because I don't think we see Luffy's body in this chapter. Huh. It's possible. Look, it's possible that Kuma's lineage and DNA has something to do with Luffy disappearing. But I feel like there's probably other conclusions that you could arrive to a lot more accessibly. Like, you know, the Straw Hats, two of the Straw Hats grabbing Luffy and running. Like, I feel like that's a bit more accessible. And like, we also know that someone fed Luffy, right? So, you know, whoever fed Luffy is probably the reason that Luffy is gone right now. I don't think these two entities are different, because there's clearly so guys, how it works is detectives, they use items to formulate their conclusions, right? These items are also known as evidence. Item one is like the fact that someone fed Luffy, and Oda made it a point to emphasize that. Like, you didn't have to read in between the lines to see that, again, someone fed Luffy. And now when we read 1104, Oda is in a way kind of like emphasizing Luffy's body missing, because wasn't there a conversation during this chapter about that? They said something about Luffy. Yeah, they said, where's Straw Hat? He disappeared right after we could apprehend him. Yeah, so then that's item 2 that Oda's adding emphasis to, Luffy's body missing. So, you know, given these two items kind of bouncing off of each other, like, feeding Luffy's a good thing, it's going to help him. Hiding Luffy's a good thing, it's going to help him. That makes me think that these two items are actually interconnected, and they're probably coming from the same source. So it would make a lot more sense if, again, someone fed Luffy, grabbed him, and ran off. Who would have motives like that? Caribou? I don't think so. Um, hmm. I don't think it would be Straw Hats either. Like that, chat, doesn't that seem kind of underwhelming? Like, Oda's making it mysterious as to who fed Luffy, making it mysterious how Luffy disappeared, but it was the Straw Hats. Like, I don't think Oda's gonna take that route. There's too much emphasis on the question mark behind this. It might not even be Kizaru, because Kizaru's right there. I guess you can argue maybe a Kizaru clone helped Luffy, but like that seems a little weird, you know? S-Snake probably fed Luffy the power of love, let her escape the bubble. I could just imagine S-Snake hiding, blushing after giving Luffy the food he asked for. I like that. I like that because we know that earlier in the arc, the whole thing behind S-Snake was good, Javi. The whole thing behind S-Snake is that she still maintains, you know, the boa persona, right? The boa persona with the earrings, you know, her love for Luffy, pretty much what you're saying, right? Like that was already pre-established. And think about it. That kind of like comes full circle because when we had the Seraphims on Egghead, and you know, Oda was giving us the details, their devil fruits or whatever, I feel like Oda kind of wanted us to understand that S-Snake likes Luffy and loves Luffy, you know? She maintains that like personality trait. So it would feel like it comes full circle for then to then have Luffy saved by S-Snake through this power of love and admiration. Not only that, but this chapter, you know, runs off the phrase power of love, right? Vegapunk says you could easily chalk this up to the power of love. So, you know, S-Snake coming back around and helping Luffy and all that makes sense to me. I like that. Oofmatic, good theory. Let me look at King J's messages. Check this. Old conversation explains what Vegapunk knows about Buccaneers. Alright, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not... Okay, chat. So, King J messaged me this on November 14th, 2023. He said there's a lot of races who are oppressed for being allied with Joy Boy against the world government, like Fishmen, Giants, Lunarians, etc. But none of those races were specifically connected to liberation. Giants, for an example, are not seen as born to be slaves. We literally have giant marines. Kuma not only wants to liberate people, but right when he announced that, Saturn said that's exactly why this race should be slaves, as if it was Joy Boy's race and not just an ally. Luffy actually has a Buccaneer form called Bound Man. And we could say it's a coincidence, but Gear 5 also has a Buccaneer form called Muscle. Yo! King J, bro. So like the only race... So pretty much all the biggest races in One Piece are like largely oppressed, but the only ones that were truly treated as like born to be slaves were Buccaneers. Like, why is that the case? Did that like, yo, King J, maybe when I first read those messages, I didn't absorb it like the way I am now. So if Buccaneers were born to be slaves, why would that happen, right? What would trigger this idea within the world government that Buccaneers are born to be slaves? Would it be something like Joy Boy being a Buccaneer? Earlier in the arc where Vegapunk said he knew nothing about Buccaneers. Do you guys remember how Vegapunk said that? Right now, he's talking about how he heard rumors about Buccaneers. Chat, what do you think about that? Earlier in the arc, Vegapunk said he knew nothing about Buccaneers, that Kuma was like a revelation to him. But now he's saying that he knows about Buccaneers because they were said to have special characteristics. How does he know that now? Did he learn that because of the books at Ohara? Think was flashback 3. What? Think was flashback 333. What does that mean? The giant straw hat with emu is big for humans and small for giants, if I speak. So the straw hat at Marijua is a Buccaneer straw hat of Joy Boy. Is that what you're telling me? Think was. Well, what are you talking about? Think was. Studying the Void Century. That was during the flashback when he didn't know, but then he studied Kuma a bit. Yeah, but the thing is if he studies Kuma, how would he learn that Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic behind their bodies? Like, that seems like a rumor. Like, this thing was said to be like that. Like, that sounds like a rumor. That doesn't really sound like, oh, I studied your body, so now I heard about this. Like, that seems like very weird. The only thing I could really make sense of it is that he read about it in the history books. Yeah, brother, it's possible even if Luffy's a Yonko, Luffy being hypnotized while they're eating whatever. Luffy, I think Luffy's too gullible. Well, think about it this way. Luffy doesn't have to be gullible to be like, I don't know, I guess you could argue against this, but I don't think like Luffy has to be gullible to then be hypnotized and manipulated by Luffy, right? Because the last time we saw Luffy, he was pretty much on the ground and he was completely gassed, right? Luffy was defenseless the last time we saw him. So does he really need to be manipulated and stuff like that? I think Nasty Ninja was saying think was flashback 323. Yeah, but I still don't understand what that means. What does that think was flashback? What does that mean? Think was flashback 323. I don't know what that means. But who is the person Vegapunk was calling on the beginning of the arc? Dude, you know what? Everyone says the person on the phone that Vegapunk talked to is Stussy. I still disagree because the person on the phone spoke very masculine. Stussy speaks feminine. That's one. Two, during that phone call, we literally saw Stussy with Lucci and Kaku. She was there. Stussy was with Lucci and Kaku. They were together in a group together, right? And three, they also said that the person that Vegapunk called for help and backup, didn't they say they were supposed to be like a resident of the island? The first thing that Stussy said when she got on the island is that it's been a long time since I've been here, right? That doesn't sound like a resident to me. That does not sound like a resident, right? What's good, Alfred? Yeah, Hunt Predator. I would agree with that line of thinking. The bowls used to feed Saturn and Luffy are the same. Wait, when was Saturn fed? Are you talking about when he was on the boat? Like before he landed? Shout out to Young Smokey with the 10, bro. What if Vegapunk called Jaguars? Saul? Yo, Smokey, thank you so much for the super chat, bro. Young Smokey, thank you, bro. You've already like super chatted like 15 times today, bro. Young Smokey, you are beyond generous, bro. Thank you so much, bro. I greatly appreciate it and you, bro. Thank you. That would be funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Jaguar Saul. Yo, Saul showing up to Egghead to help save Vegapunk. Yo, I'm sorry, Vegapunk, but you're putting way too much stock into Saul. Like, Vegapunk, you mean to tell me, you know the world government came to your island and they're about to kill you, and the number one person you want to defend you is Saul? Like, think about it from Vegapunk's perspective. Like, no. Don't call Dragon. Don't try to get in contact with Kuma, Ivankov. No. Call Saul. That when your life is on the line and you are about to die, call Saul. Better call Saul. The male voice on the call with Stella was a red herring. Stussy's the ally he called. That still doesn't answer again. See, you can't... Okay, listen. If when you try to disprove an argument and you try to like debunk something, you have to understand that you can't always isolate items and evidences because it just doesn't work that way, right? We know that Stussy was with Lucci and Kaku together in a group with the Stussy, Kaku, and Lucci in a group together with each other together in a group together, right? Do you understand? Like trying to argue that like, oh, she spoke like a man on the phone to throw us off. Well, what's the point of that? Like think about that on paper. Stussy got on the phone and she's like, all right, the person I'm secretly allied to, let me talk like a man for no reason at all. And now when I hang up, I'm going to start talking like feminine again. Like what? Like, I don't understand that. Oh shit. To me, that makes no sense. What if he calls Shanks? Yo, hey chat, let's have a poll. Everyone drop their answer in the chat. Who did Vegapunk call in the beginning of the arc? I'm gonna say Dragon. I'm gonna just say Dragon. Fuck it. I have no else. I have nobody else to say. What do you guys think? Yo, Young Smokey, who do you think? Do you think it's Saul or do you think it's Shanks? Okay, Smokey said Dragon or Shanks. Bro, it's so simple. Stussy's clone was with Lucci. Okay. Mm-hmm. Blackbeard. Blackbeard is fucking... Yo, I'm sorry for that. Yo. Bro, Blackbeard, I'm sorry, but that's funny as fuck. Yo, could y'all imagine that shit? He called Blackbeard. He's been having a secret alliance with Blackbeard this whole fucking time. Wait. Yo, Vegapunk's been having a secret alliance with Blackbeard this whole time, and when he saw the Straw Hats pull up to the island, he called Blackbeard to let Blackbeard know. So then Blackbeard sent a ship to Egghead Island. Yo. The whole reason the Blackbeard ship is on the island is because Vegapunk called them. Yo, that's crazy. What's good, Rashad, bro? What's good? That would be hilarious, bro. I can't even lie. That'd be so fucking hilarious. Buggy? Bro, he did not call Foxy. Hey, chat, at some point they need to bring Foxy back. They need to bring Foxy back. Because, like, think about it, right? He has a devil fruit of, like, an element that doesn't actually exist, right? And his fruit's completely broken. Not only that, but like the Davy Back fight seems to be something that's like largely ingrained to like the culture of the One Piece world, or like, oh, pirates made it. They made it on Pirate Island. You know, Foxy was the reason we furthered that and got to understand that, right? So it's kind of weird that like he wouldn't ever come back. And like, I get it. Foxy's weak, you know, he's kind of a joke, right? I get that. But I don't think that would necessarily be a good reason to not have him come back. Like, am I the only one that thinks that Foxy's fruit's completely broken? Like, his fruit is completely broken. Like, chat, imagine you gave someone like Zoro Foxy's fruit. Or imagine you gave someone like fucking Shanks. Imagine Shanks had Foxy's fruit. What's good, Devesh? What's good, Zach? What's good, Axe? Everybody popping in at the same time. Yo, what's good, Corsair? Yeah, the Noro beam, bro. Like, you can't tell me Shanks wouldn't be completely broken if he had Foxy's fruit. Yo, what's good? What's good, Irfan? What's good, Augusto? Yo, Axe. Charlotte D. Axe. Charlotte Water D. Axe. Trafalgar Law. Figureland Axe. I have a question. If Shanks had Foxy's Devil Fruit, would Shanks become stronger? Yes or no? We need Foxy's fruit in circulation, bro. Someone needs to kill Foxy and put that devil fruit in rotation, bro. Davey back fight on Elbaf, Luffy versus Shanks, hosted by Foxy. I don't know, man. Like, it's just like, I feel like the whole like Straw Hats versus Red Hair Pirates, like for Davey back fight, I feel like that's a little, it almost feels forced. Like, why? Like, why? Why would they do that? Like, even the Red Hair Pirates are currently saying that the Straw Hat Pirates are, you know, Luffy's a great pirate now. Luffy's an emperor. He has a huge bounty. Shanks is clearly not evil to the audience, right? I have trouble with that Davey back fight, you know. Yeah, see, Axe said he'd be cracked. I'm telling you, chat was good. JJ was good. John Sherrod. I'm telling you, bro. If Shanks had Foxy's fruit, he would be completely broken, way too overpowered, which is exactly why we need Foxy to return or have Foxy die and have his fruit return. Either way, Luffy deserves a bigger bounty. Vegapunk called his mommy and said, "Mama, I'm gonna die." Yo, Yo, that's actually a fair joke. Does Vegapunk have any family? Like, that's something Oda completely glossed over. Does Vegapunk have family members? Or is his entire family dead? That's kind of weird. I never thought about that. Where is Vegapunk's family? Because someone had to have given birth to Vegapunk, right? So clearly he had parents, right? He was raised by wolves. What about our boy Gaimon? Bro, I've been preaching for the return of Gaimon for like a year and a half now. I don't know how much I have left in me, bro, to keep praying for Vegapunk or Gaimon. It's too much at this point, bro. What do you think will happen at the end of Egghead Arc? I think the island's gonna be destroyed by Mother Flame. I think like they're gonna have trouble with the Buster Call. Whether, you know, the Straw Hats are stopping the Buster Call, the Buster Call's not enough, the Buster Call's not fast enough. I feel like the Buster Call is going to be inadequate, and what's going to happen is they're going to use Mother Flame on Egghead, and Punk Records is going to be destroyed. But I do ultimately believe that the Straw Hats and Vegapunk will be able to make it out of the island and, you know, land somewhere like Hachinosu or Elbaf. But yo, Eli was good, bro. I saw you in chat earlier. I didn't get to say anything, bro. You too, John Sherrod was good, bro. Vegapunk family is on the moon. Facts, bro. They have the elongated heads. That was one of the first videos I ever put out almost 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago, talking about how the space pirates on, you know, NL's cover story have really elongated heads that look like an egg. You would call them an egghead, right? And then when you look at the silhouettes of Vegapunk that we would always analyze back in the day, it was clear he had an elongated head with arms kind of, you know, at the bottom, lower portion of his body. It was easy to connect those two. Plus, like in Vegapunk's lab, he had like a Earth Moon model, almost like a mini version of Professor Clover's, you know, what do you call it? I don't know, solar system. So like when we finally heard of an Egghead Island, everything in my head just connected. like everything in my head just connected. It's like, okay, this is gonna be a Vegapunk arc. He's gonna be very Moon-esque, probably Moon-related technology. We're probably gonna see Kizaru come here. This might be a Ohara 2.0. Like, there's a million things that just came to my mind as soon as I saw the phrase Egghead Island and saw that silhouette. Is like, okay, I'm seeing the full picture here. Yo, what's good, Abine? Finally, my man came live. Fire emoji, heart eyes emoji. Yo, what's good? What's good? Abine in the chat, though. Jay's in the chat. Ballistics in the chat. Bro, I remember your Reddit theory in 2021 on Blackbeard. Yeah, bro, those were the days, bro. Those were the days, my guy. What's good, Andrew? Bro, your content is always fire. I see peeps stealing your genius theories. You really connect the dots. You sure you don't have Oda's number? Yo, I appreciate it, bro. I greatly appreciate it. You know, I'm the kind of person, I believe thoughts and words are energy, right? Everything is vibration. So if you're a person of hate and anger, you're at a low vibration. And when you spread things like love, you're spreading things of a higher vibration, right? I don't like when people stroke my ego, but I do understand the difference between someone being honest and loving and being honest and supportive versus someone trying to stroke your ego. So, you know, when you guys say really cool things like that, I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. It's just, it's funny to me because, like, you know, like when you do a certain type of comment or content, you'll get like a certain type of response, right? That's just like how the world works. But it's like, it's weird because the amount of jokes that people make about me knowing Oda is like way too common. And I'm not saying that in terms of like stroking my ego. It's like constantly, it's almost, I feel like you guys in like, you know, my community, you guys that support my content, I feel like you guys made a running joke to always say like, he knows Oda, he's Oda's editor. Because I swear to God, like that specific phrase and like that specific line of thinking, I see that shit every day. And I'm just like, bro, I don't know Oda. I'm getting lucky out here. Chat, I'm shooting from half court. If it goes in, it goes in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But yeah, anyways, I greatly appreciate the love, you know? I think it's important for human beings to spread love and to raise the vibration of Earth. You know, with all the wars going on, you know, with all the taxing going on, people getting trafficked, like there's so many horrible things happening on this rock floating through space. I think us as humans need to collectively raise the vibration of the Earth and collectively try to make this a better place for everybody, especially the youth, because the youth becomes the adults and the adults run the world, right? So it all starts with the youth. Blackbeard teleports to island, uses Gura Gura no Mi, shakes ocean like Marineford, takes out Buster Call ships. So would Blackbeard get anything out of stopping a Buster Call? That's my question. If Blackbeard stopped a Buster Call, what would Blackbeard get out of it? Does anyone know? Skypiea is Luffy's real dream. What does that mean? I was memeing for Young Smokey, not gonna lie. Oh, okay. So you're trying to add the concrete picture for Smokey's theory. He would get the technology on Egghead, huh? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Simon. Simon says, spit some facts in the chat. You have to read my previous comments. I'm trying to read as many comments as possible, brother. There's a few people in the chat right now. Young Smokey with the 20. Thank you so much, bro. Again, Young Smokey, you just don't fucking stop, huh? This man he just doesn't stop, bro. Y'all notice he denied knowing Oda, or he denied knowing Oda, not that he's Oda's secret editor. Well, I'm kidding. Also, Straw Hat Grand Fleet stops Buster Call. Kicked the power out. Oops. Yo, are we back, chat? Are we back? I accidentally kicked my Wi-Fi. LOL. Restart stream. Oops. Yo, my bad. I did it again. I kicked my PC just now. I kicked my PC and it shut the fucking Wi-Fi off for a second. So hold on. Young Smokey with the 20, thank you so much, bro. He said, y'all notice he denied knowing Oda, not that he's Oda's secret editor. LOL, I'm kidding. Also, Straw Hat Grand Fleet stops Buster Call or Gear 5 Giant Luffy and Robot. Yo, King J and Dawn of Ascension. King J and Dawn of Ascension. Have we not talked about the Grand Fleet coming to Egghead? The Grand Fleet coming to Egghead, because it's almost like, why would Oda create like this big spectacle, right? Giving Luffy an entire fleet of ships with like their own individual captains and their own individual crews, and you use it for one thing in the story, and it's Final War. Like I feel like we should get more than that, right? I feel like use the Grand Fleet is like use Egghead, I should say. Use the Egghead as like a test run for the Grand Fleet, and then Final War, they'll be prepared. Whiskey Peak is Egghead, Elbaf is Little Garden, Drum Island is Marijois, Alabasta is Laugh-Tale. Wait. Drum Island is Marijois, Alabasta is Laugh-Tale. I don't see a scenario where Luffy goes to Marijois before Laugh-Tale. Because you have to remember, like in the beginning of the story, Crocus said that Laugh-Tale was essentially the final island. It's at the end of the Grand Line. Which the end of the Grand Line from like that point of view would be the opposite side of the planet from Marijois. So it would be kind of weird for Luffy to go through the rest of the New World, go to Marijois, and then still sail like half the planet. Like we don't need to add like all these random little steps to complicate things. I think it makes way more sense if Luffy's traveling straight, he leaves Egghead, goes to Elbaf, goes to, I don't know, Hachinosu, Lodestar, and then Laugh-Tale. Now he became the Pirate King, he got the One Piece. Now he could think about sailing towards Marijois, because at that point he's just sailing in a straight line. I feel like if he went to Marijois first, he would kind of have to backpedal to some degree, because he's already been through the New World, and he would have already been through Paradise Sea twice at that point. So it doesn't, to me, it doesn't really make sense for him to go to Laugh-Tale before, or it doesn't make sense for him to go to Marijois before Laugh-Tale. Had to stop by to show support, but have a great stream. Yo, Cryptic, appreciate you, bro. I hope you have a nice day, bro. Stay safe, gang. Yo, gotta work on my book. Been procrastinating. Yo, you got a book? You working on a book? More inspirational videos on Discord, please. Yo, Chad, do you guys want inspirational videos on Discord? Who else needs the inspirational videos on Discord? Young Smokey again. Young Smokey, he just doesn't fucking stop, bro. This dude's a madman, bro. Yo, what's good, Mary? I'm back, LOL. Just got to work. L. It's crazy that Luffy will eventually break into Pangaea Castle and confront Inu in the throne room. Luffy will burn down the Holy Land eventually. Hey, you know, it was once said, shout out to my people in India, shout out to my people that follow Hinduism. It was once said that Lord Hanumanji once burnt down, I think, a city with his tail. I think the city was also kind of like a fortress, if I remember correctly. Isn't that true? Can anyone confirm? Are there any Hindu followers and believers in the chat right now that can co-sign that? Lord Hanumanji once burnt down like I think it was like a town or something like that with his tail. Will that town be Marijwa? Young Smokey again, bro. That, yo, I can't even lie. That has always been a crazy thought, right? That was a crazy thought in my head, where it's like one day we're gonna see Luffy fighting Emu. Like one day we're actually gonna have an arc of Luffy at Marijwa, let alone Pangaea Castle. The reason why that sticks out to me and the reason why that's so mind-blowing to me is because you know how Oda will always showcase an island a bunch of times before we go there? Like he always does that. He shows us an island and he's like, hey, there's stuff happening here and the Straw Hats are eventually going to go to it. He's given us that vibe so many times. So it's like he's been repeatedly showing Pangaea Castle for like 1,000 chapters, right? Marijwa, Marijwa, Marijwa. It makes you think like, doesn't Luffy have to go there? And then when you realize that there's so much build up to it after every arc, you see the Gorosei having a meeting, you see the admirals doing shit. It's just build up after build up after build up for Luffy's eventual arrival to Marijwa. And like, I think that's gonna be fucking spectacular. I'm more hyped for Luffy and Blackbeard versus Luffy and Emu. I'm more hyped for Luffy and Emu. Because the entire, for me, Luffy versus Emu is the entire foundation of the story. Right? To me, it completely blows the Blackbeard fight out of the water. Because the only reason that there was a great treasure that the great pirate left behind is because Joy Boy died. Presumably by Emu, leaving behind a great treasure. Right? Without that, there is no One Piece. Like the manga itself, the book, like that, what you read, it doesn't exist. You have to have Joy Boy, Sangai Nico, whatever, however you want to pitch it, die and leave a treasure behind. So when I look at Blackbeard, it's like, okay, well, Blackbeard is simply the fight to obtain that to obtain that item, the One Piece. Luffy and Blackbeard are fighting over who's gonna obtain it and control it. Then the next step beyond that is like, okay, Luffy wins. He owns the One Piece. Now it's Luffy united with the One Piece versus Emu, which inevitably would like close off the story, right? So sure, it's possible. It is possible that Emu is defeated before Blackbeard. Yes, it's possible. I just think it's very unlikely. And I would say that like there was far more buildup for the Gorosei fights in like the world government fight than the Blackbeard fight, because during the Jaya arc we were already seeing the Gorosei. We didn't know Blackbeard was a huge villain in Jaya. No one knew that unless it was complete speculation and like you were just like randomly thinking like, oh, this guy right here is for some reason going to be the biggest enemy of all time. Like I don't think anyone actually believed that. So with that being said, I find it to be a lot more exciting to see Luffy versus Emu, and I feel like, you know, with Emu essentially controlling the entire planet, Oda's gonna be more flexible with Emu's powers. Like Blackbeard, sure, he has a weird body, right? I get that, but I feel like when it comes to flexibility in his writing and like his powers, Emu would be a lot further, because Emu might not even have a devil fruit. Let's start there. Emu legitimately might not even have a devil fruit. Emu could literally be like an entity, like a demon, a monster, the devil, right? And that adds a lot more room for creativity and a lot more room to flesh out the character versus like Blackbeard that like has a weird defect that let him have a second devil fruit. Because it's like we've seen devil fruits the entire story over and over and over, right? But Emu could just be something that completely goes against all the rules. which to me would make the Emu fight a lot more interesting than the Blackbeard fight. But of course, I'm not here today arguing that Luffy versus Blackbeard isn't exciting, or like Luffy versus Blackbeard won't be amazing. Like, of course it will. I think everyone could agree that it's gonna be one of the best fights in the entire story. Luffy's fight against Blackbeard will be a fight for his dream, while Luffy versus Emu is Luffy versus Emu is Joy Boy's revenge. I don't think. I feel like I feel like you're under characterizing it by saying like it's just a revenge, because like, first of all, Luffy doesn't care about the past. Like, think about the Wano arc, right? The most recent arc. When they were giving the past to Wano, Luffy literally fell asleep in the room, right? I don't think like we should undermine Luffy being Joy Boy and Luffy's dream, you know, to say that like, you know, he just wants revenge. Because at the end of the day, Blackbeard doesn't control the planet. Emu controls the One Piece planet. Luffy could never accomplish his dream if Emu exists. And I would bet any amount of money on that. So I think the proper characterization is that Luffy is fighting Blackbeard to obtain the One Piece. And then when Luffy obtains the One Piece, he then fights Emu to use the One Piece and complete his true dream. Right? I think that's a lot more logically sound. Because, like, even Blackbeard, Blackbeard literally said that his dream was to have a pirate country. And for some reason, people just ignore that. They just pretend it didn't happen. When, like, Blackbeard literally said that, right? And Blackbeard can't do that because of the world government. Yo, what's good? Pass the blunt? What's good, bro? All right, chat. Let's have a little conversation. Cause think about this, right? Chapter 1080. Blackbeard said, "Gonna make the pirate island a country, one that's recognized by the world government. I will be the king. King Blackbeard, z ha ha ha." That's ridiculous. There is no way they will allow that. A country of criminals? Chat, there's no way the world government would allow a pirate country to exist. You follow me, chat? There is no way the world government would allow Blackbeard to make a pirate country, okay? And the next page, the following page, what does Blackbeard say? Hey, don't crush people's dreams. You see this, chat? Dreams. Don't crush people's dreams. Not mission, not objective, not goal. His dreams, right? So this lets us know not only is making a pirate country Blackbeard's dream, but he would have to eradicate the world government in order to complete this dream, right? So if Luffy and Blackbeard are two sides of the same coin with slight differences on the micro level, wouldn't it make sense if Luffy's dream was a pirate country in a different way from Blackbeard? And the reason why it's so ridiculous is because they would never allow that, a country of criminals. Right? Wouldn't that make sense? Especially when you pair that to the page after Luffy told Sabo and Ace his dream. You guys remember that? When Luffy was a kid and he told Ace and Sabo his dream, on the very next page, Luffy made a pirate country. You guys see this, right? Do you guys see my screen? Real name, Davy Jones. Yeah, I think the D, like the D initial stands for Davy, as in Davy Jones, and then Davy for Hinduisms, because you know in Hinduisms they have ashras, and then they have devas and devis, which is like gods. Plural, more than one dream. Blackbeard has a secret or true dream too. Let me go back. So I think like this is just like proper English here. Like he's saying, hey, don't crush people's dreams. Like that's more proper than saying, hey, don't crush people's dream. Like I think it's like a linguistic kind of thing. I don't think it's because he has multiple dreams. Like you proper English, you would say, hey, don't crush people's dreams. Hey, don't crush my goals. Like hey, don't crush people's dream. Like that doesn't even sound right, you know? I think that's looking a little too deep into it. It's just a language thing. If people's is plural, because he's saying it from a general standpoint. Instead of saying, hey, don't crush my dream, he's saying, hey, don't crush people's dreams. You shouldn't crush people's dream. Or crush people's dreams. I don't think it's... I think you're misinterpreting it, but... So would Blackbeard and Luffy have to team up to take out Emu? I cannot see a scenario where that happens, personally. I don't see a scenario, like, because of everything that unfolded, you know, between Ace and Blackbeard, Marineford War, then we know at Fishman Island, Luffy, didn't he grab his chest? And I think he said Blackbeard, or did he say Akainu? You guys know what I'm referring to. At some point during Fishman Island, like Luffy grabbed his chest and I think he said Blackbeard. So there's still that stigma, there's that sting that Luffy has towards someone like Blackbeard. And it would feel very strange that instead of Luffy working with Law to beat Emu, or Luffy working with Robin to beat Emu, or Luffy working with Dragon to beat Emu, to like scrap all of that and have it be Blackbeard. Like that's kind of weird. Like I mean personally, I wouldn't put my bet on that. Okay, so apparently it was Akainu. All right, I'll give you guys that one. I don't think Oda would go down the route of having Luffy and Blackbeard be on the same team like that. Like Blackbeard led to, you know, he led to the death of Luffy's brother. I don't think Luffy's fond of Blackbeard at all. Like Luffy was already beefing with Blackbeard at Impel Down, and now Ace is dead. So it seems kind of weird that like the hatred isn't, you know, hasn't extended, that it actually retracted. Like there's no actual reason for Luffy to feel better about the Ace situation. Like he most likely has like that anger and that hatred towards Blackbeard still. Do you think Dragon knows Garling? Yes, because Dragon mentioned the Holy Knights, right? He's waiting for the Holy Knights to make their move. Garling runs the Holy Knights. Could it be that Oda's avoiding Saturn to see, or Saturn to see Robin's awakened form? Wait. Could it be that Oda is avoiding Saturn? I think you meant seeing Robin's awakened form in Zoro because Saturn would bring up Lilith and Ryuma? Huh. That's possible. But I don't know, because it could just be a scenario where Oda doesn't want to write in Robin fighting Saturn. You know, it could be that simple. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Hey Leon, have a nice day, bro. Appreciate you being here. I put my bet on Sabo and Dragon. Yeah, I think like that's a lot more probable than Blackbeard. But even then, like I think One Piece fans could like probably like generally agree that like Luffy gets the ultimate blow on Emu. Like it's ultimately Luffy that defeats Emu. Just like how it was ultimately Luffy that beat Kaido, Luffy that beat Arlong, Luffy that beat Doflamingo. Like Luffy's gonna get help. He's gonna get that support team, right? But Luffy's the final say. Without Luffy, they're not beating the big bad. Is Robin confirmed awakened, or was that a form Robin used her imagination to create? I don't think anything's confirmed, but you could go watch my Earth God video. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. I think a lot of Paramecias are low-key mythical Zoans. Like Boa is similar to a Medusa devil fruit. You know, the interesting thing about that is when it comes to like Paramecias being mythical Zoans or Logias being mythical Zoans, you know, people don't care about the evidence. They care about their opinion, right? Because you could have a video or you could have a theory about Kuma's devil fruit being a mythical Zoan, and like you could have all the evidence in the world, but if you're just tired of hearing about mythical Zoans, then you'll just kind of like throw out the argument altogether. Like the argument no longer matters, you know? So in that case, it's like your disdain for mythical Zoans and them like appearing in the story, you hate it so much that logic and facts doesn't even make sense anymore. And like, to me, that's not a logical approach. You know, if you're actually trying to be analytical, you shouldn't have that approach. Because you also have characters like Robin, where when you look at what they did in Wano, and you look at their overall character, it makes a lot more sense for their fruit to be a Zoan or a mythical Zoan. You know, when you're actually reading about it and actually using your eyes and reading the story, that makes way more sense than a Paramecia. Like, why would Robin's blossom fruit make her a giant horned demon with wings? Like, that legitimately makes no sense. So, you know, if you try to answer that by saying that it's a mythical Zoan, I think it's ridiculous for someone to say like, oh, there's too many mythical Zoans. Like, no, there's too many. Like, that to me, that's not very logical. That's not very reasonable. I always see, like, when I make theories and I have discussions with you guys, I try my absolute best to like strip all, you know, opinion. You know, I at the most I will use like as many facts and as much logic as possible to give you my final conclusion, which is an opinion, but I'm always trying to be as analytical as possible. I feel like that's the best approach. If you guys want to make theories and be cooking and have people agree with you and, you know, whatever, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, I would suggest a analytical approach. Like, you can't be biased. Like, you can't make a theory and believe in it because it sounds cool. Like, it actually has to make sense, and it actually has to have the narrative ties and like the literary devices to support it. But you could just make theories for fun. Not everyone has to be analytical, you know? Like, you could literally make a theory that's tinfoil and just run with it and just let people know it's tinfoil. Like, yo, I got this crazy tinfoil theory. Like, you don't have to make a 98-page document, you know, trying to argue for something that's very real. But Young Smokey with another fucking 20, bro. This man just doesn't stop, bro. I also found it weird Oda's not letting Robin see Saturn. I believe she read about them in red poneglyphs. It is weird he won't let Robin physically see the Gorosei. You know, you and King J, I see the vision, right? I see the vision. Robin, a woman that reads the poneglyphs, not interacting with Saturn, you know, a Gorosei member, world government member that kind of propagated the poneglyphs being made in the first place. And that's obviously because the Kazukis, they made it. Ancient Kingdom needed to let people know what was happening, blah, blah, blah. I do see the angle of that, right? I get the vision. I understand. I see the vision. But like, I need more in order to believe. Because right now it could just be a scenario where like, oh, Oda's just, there is no reason. And Oda's just not having Robin interact with Saturn. Like it could be that scenario. Like Oda could just be like, oh, I don't really need Robin to do anything with Saturn right now, so I'm just not really gonna do anything. I'm not gonna draw her with Saturn. You know, it could be like that, or it could be what you guys are saying. And for me, it's kind of hard to decipher. It's hard to decipher, and that's just my opinion. Like King J and Young Smokey, you guys could literally be cooking right now. You guys could be onto something. Don't let me change your mind. You stick to your own opinion, because you know right now I would say I like the vision. I just want more. I need more to work with and more to cook with. The arc literally started with Vegapunk 01 asking Vegapunk 02 to take Robin seriously. Oda's telling us to take Robin seriously. Can you tell me what chapter that was? King J, tell me what chapter that was where Vegapunk 01 asked Vegapunk 02 to take Robin seriously. I want to know. Yo, who's been listening to that new Playboy Cardi? Chat, I know you guys been listening to that new Cardi. Lilith introduction. Damn, it was that early? No way. Did I straight up forget this conversation? I feel like you guys are going to tell me the chapter and I'm going to read it and I'm going to see that panel and I'm going to be like, damn, I really forgot about that. Yo, Rayleigh was good, bro. Nah, Backrooms is fire. Backrooms is fire to me, bro. Backrooms, if I had to, so my rankings of the Cardi songs right now, the best one to me is Different Day. I guess people also call it You're the Moon. But that first one he dropped with the Grinch mink, the green mink. Different Day, that's the best song he dropped so far. The second best is probably Evil Jordan, the newest one. The third best is probably 2024. The fourth best, damn, it's like a tie between Hood by Air and Backrooms. But I like all of them. When I first listened to Hood by Air, I was like, oh, I don't know about this shit. So I had to wait like a week and put myself in like a different mind state. Because I was talking about this with someone the other day, chat. I feel like sometimes with music, it doesn't click with you. Like, I feel like if you listen to a song or an artist or an album at the wrong time, it doesn't click for you. And you're not getting the vision. You're not understanding what the artist is aiming for. Yeah, give me 1 second, King J. So you need to be in a different mind frame, right? Like if you gave a toddler a Pink Floyd album, they're not gonna appreciate that shit. They don't know what's going on. But if an adult had a Pink Floyd album, they would understand. But then it goes deeper because of your persona, and as you grow and evolve as a person, you're gonna develop and unfold different characteristics and different character traits within you. So sometimes you do need a different mind frame, and I think the problem is people don't understand that. So, you know, some people won't understand an artist's vision and they'll think it's trash. Or they do understand the artist's vision and they still think it's bad. You know, but a lot of people don't know how to, they don't know how to tell the difference. Because you could, like, there's been plenty of times I'll listen to an artist and I'm like, okay, I see what they're going for. I see their persona. I see what they're aiming for, but I just don't like it, you know? But a lot of times it's the other way. People just don't understand the vision and they don't like it. But I think you should at least try to understand the vision, you know, because if you do, then you might enjoy the music. If you understand the artist's vision, their creativity, you might enjoy the music, and that's good for you. Because now you have something else to love in the world. You have something else to appreciate on Earth. Folk listening to new Cardi, even if they don't know it. even if they don't know it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Random, thank you for the super, bro, and thank you for spitting that. That's straight facts, bro. And Young Smokey, again, bro, thank you so much for all the supers, bro. You're amazing. You're amazing, Young Smokey. Every song was fire. That's what I'm saying, bro. Sometimes you gotta listen multiple times. Took me quite a few times to like OP26, the new One Piece opening. Yeah, and what you should try to do is like space it out. Like when you're trying to really understand an artist, listen to him Monday morning, then listen to him like Thursday night. You know, put yourself in different mind frames, and it might click. You know, I don't think that's forcing yourself to like an artist. You're just trying to understand their vision. And then once you understand their vision, then you could be like, okay, you know what? I understand what you're going for. I just don't like it. Or, oh, I understand what you're going for now. I like it. Because there's plenty of like, even though I say all 5 Cardi songs to me are fire, there's other Cardi songs where I understand the vision and it's just not my favorite song. That Mexican OT been going pretty hard. Yeah, I've seen clips of him like on podcasts, like him being funny, but I haven't heard any of his music. Bob Marley's the GOAT and the best vibe in existence. Cardi's different, coming from, is that Denmark? Could it be my GOAT YB? Yo, I can't lie, bro. I listen to a lot of Youngboy, bro. Until Death Call My Name. For me, my 2 favorite Youngboy projects is Until Death Call My Name and AI Youngboy 2. Especially AI Youngboy 2. Like, that album legitimately has no misses. Like, if you like Youngboy and like you understand his vision, you know the kind of environment he grew up in, you know the life he lived, and you just like his music, there's no way you would be an AI Youngboy 2 hater. Like, that makes no sense. That's like loving Cardi and hating Whole Lotta Red, or like loving Uzi and hating Love Is Rage 2, or loving One Piece and hating Marineford. Like, bro, that should be your bread and butter. Okay, let me see what King J said. King J, what did you say? Okay, King J. Hold on, can I show? Okay, guys, King J sent me panels of Sanji, and he said, bro has only 20 panels screen time this arc, but 10 of them are him crying. Scream G. Yo, chat, that's actually a little sad, don't you think? Chat, isn't that a little depressing? Sanji, all you have been doing this arc is screaming. Y'all listen to Eddie, that boy be spitting. Yo, Mooney, appreciate it, bro. Yo, Six Path right. That's Caleb, right? The young GOAT. Bro, Sanji, all you do... Yo, ever since the Black Maria situation, Sanji has just been crying and screaming, bro. And then, King J sent me this. King J said, Robin is literally there, and Vegapunk 01 is warning Vegapunk 02 about Robin. He even mentioned Zoro's bounty, so he knows Sanji has a higher bounty than Robin, but still chose to mention Robin as the one they need to take seriously. Arc literally starting like this is definitely a setup for something. Robin being the only Straw Hat who's injured right now is definitely an intention to keep her away. Oda could have made Robin there to Nami, Robin be there with Nami or Frankie, but he didn't want Saturn to see her. That's interesting. That's Pirate Hunter Zoro. His bounty's 1.1111 billion. See how calm he is? He knows you're in range for him to end you in an instant. The same goes for Devil Child Nico Robin back there. Interesting. I see what you guys are cooking. Hey, Young Smokey, you need to thank our boy King J. He's giving you some evidence, bro. They made a point to point out Robin at the beginning of the arc being a menace. So there's a possibility that there's something going on with Robin and her devil fruit, and that's why she hasn't connected with Gorosei yet. This arc has been hard on women, so it's hard on Sanji. Yo, Derek, why does that actually make sense? That actually makes sense. The arc has been hard on women, so it's hard on Sanji. That's fucking hilarious. Sanji has gotten more W's than Zoro lately. Sanji fans eating. Zoro still in his stall match with Lucci. I'm gonna say Sanji took a W for deflecting the Saturn attack. I'll give Sanji that. I'll give Sanji his W. But I don't want to give Sanji a W for the Kaku thing. Because, like, Sanji grabbed a gun from Nami and shot Kaku. Like, you know, that's a bit straightforward. It felt a little underwhelming. And, I mean, it's literally Kaku. So, I'm not too impressed over that. I wouldn't give him a W for that situation. But I would give him a W for deflecting the Saturn kick. Does that make sense, chat? Smokey and me tag teaming for real? Bro, let Kizaru sneak my boy Frankie. Are you talking about Sanji? Usopp gonna get the credit instead of Zoro at Egghead? Credit for like Lucci's defeat? Is that what you're saying? Zoro versus Lucci. Sanji needs to protect more women, so he fights the versus Kizaru. Luffy fights Saturn. We'll have to see, man, because I do still believe that Dragon is coming to Egghead. And I was always vocal about the idea that Kuma left first. Kuma went and began his expedition to Egghead before Dragon could. So if Kuma's on the island right now, that doesn't mean Dragon is not coming. It's been way too long for Dragon to come here. Not at all. In the real world One Piece, in the One Piece world, it's been 3 to 4 days since Dragon's been called. We don't know where current Dragon is. Yo, Hunt Predator, have a nice day, bro. Remember Katarina Devon's Atlas 05, the violent who just took Kuma? Yo, Hunt Predator, that'd be fucked up, man. The Blackbeard Pirates get a hold of Kuma. That'd be twisted, bro. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that. Like, Kuma's conversation with Dragon was 3 to 4 days ago, and Dragon's literally known to have wind powers, right? So why would Dragon not have the ability to make it to Egghead in 4 days, yet Shanks needed 8 hours to go from Wano to Marineford? Shanks went from Wano to Marineford in like 8 hours, but Dragon can't go from Kamabaka to to Egghead in 4 days with a wind power after Vegapunk called him. Why is he still in Kamabaka? We don't know if he's still in Kamabaka. We don't know where Dragon is. Alright, chat, listen. This was a great stream. This was a fantastic chapter. Everyone make sure you like the stream. Everyone drop their rating 1 to 10 in the chat, because we didn't do that earlier. What does everyone rate this chapter 1 to 10? What are your guys' ratings? I have a stomach ache right now. So let me know what you guys think. Type in your answers right now, because my stomach is killing me. I'm gonna need to handle that. I'm gonna give this chapter, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10, only because I wish there was more to speculate about, and I wish there was more to theorize about. But you know, right now, moving forwards, guys, I'm gonna be thinking about Vegapunk's conversation regarding Buccaneers, you know, and what they were said to do. how he said, it can't be what I'm thinking, can it? The Buccaneers were said to have a special characteristic beyond their strong bodies after all. Your people once. ... I'm going to do some thinking about that. TV in the Attic, I'm so sorry I didn't say what's up to you sooner, bro. I'm glad you slid by. And then we do have a super chat from D. He said, someone say hard on Sanji. Also, you like Cardi? Playboy Cardi, not Cardi B. Playboy Cardi, not Cardi B. And yeah, someone in the chat said they said hard on Sanji because, you know what? I don't even want to explain that, bro. You come to your own conclusion, D. You come to your own conclusion what they meant by hard on Sanji. But listen, chat, everyone have a nice morning, day, or night wherever you guys are. We're going to be live for the episode. Okay? Content on the way. You guys know I'm in the metamorphosis stage. You guys know how it works. From caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly, chat. We're in our metamorphosis. Alright, chat. So, give me time. We're going to be back and better than ever. And I'm trying to switch it all up. That's my thing. I'm critiquing and I'm molding this vision of what I want to do. Because you guys know, like, we stepped into the unknown. And we stepped into uncharted territory of having a dark aesthetic. Of having VHS, you know, TV glitching. You know, the dark ambient music. We had to cultivate a style that was never done in the One Piece space. A style that didn't have lo-fi hip-hop music with like uppity editing. You know, we stepped into something that was uncharted. But chat, sometimes, bro, it's not enough. And sometimes you want to further your creativity. Sometimes I could put something out to you and you think it's amazing, but inside, deep inside, I view it and I'm like, nah, this is not amazing. I could do way better than this. This is trash to me, right? Sometimes you have that perfectionist mindset and it's not easy to balance, and it takes time to cultivate, and it takes time to reform and to master. And I take my craft seriously. I take my my mind seriously. My mind is a kingdom, and the guards at the gate can't let any invaders inside. So with that being said, chat, we are on our way. I love y'all so much. Thank you to everyone who supported with the super chats and the memberships. Young Smokey, D, Random Leftist. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Bit. Love y'all. Have a nice morning, day, or night, wherever you are. I'm running.